President Yachem Students Union and his team, Buster Yachem Baptist Church, Buster Alayong Baptist Atoy, Associate Buster for Youth Noksusang Baptist Atoy, the President Jangtungya Students Union and his team, seniors, elders, well-wishers, media friends, and to you all, my dear beloved citizens of Yachem. This evening I would like to welcome each and every one of you present here to the 67th session Yachem Students Union 4th General Conference with the theme Preaching the Gate.
At the outset, we would like to take this time to thank Almighty God for His unflinching faithfulness upon our lives throughout the conference. We would also like to grab this opportunity to extend our heartfelt acknowledgement and gratitude to all the students unit who have traveled from afar and near to be a part of this historic event. We truly believe that this conference has not just been a mere event or program, but rather a platform where friendships were forged, leadership and skills being honed, and above all, where our culture and rich traditions were revived. So thank you all so much for enriching this conference and making it a grand success. Ika, isang glaji, daudwe katakatsan liude, nikala mang malede, kama sosala himadan, students pali ninying lo cheda. Jinglogo tanliklahane, tamlakadi, nikalane ikala ayang ye mayotikte, hangnegadi himadan, Sarah Sadam Alami Aloki, Lulagan Nikalali, Kamatanying Sankolola Shweda. Haga Lule Jinglogo gade, matangde, ikala students piline. Mawachan pada ula, mangmaga himadan alopada ule, hede dilay, ninglo acheda.
Are you feeling cold? Thanda lagi hai sine lai. Ache kamango. Mushi aheli no. Now we will have bonfire lighting, for which I would like to request our special guest for the night, Sri L.K. Keynote coming in. So please proceed toward your right. Yeah. And then I also would like to request our Yachem Students Union President, Sri Hamsu. Takadak chili. Thank you. Before we move further, I would like to highlight the order of tonight's program. Asingla ano dalek pada mudega kane agasang chiwa da ule program himadan sigi sueda. Dobu Taishan ni 28 December 2025 Hibak 6:30 Om Taishing Local Ground Yachem Yan Shubu Shri L.K. Heno Kemingen Assistant Commandant Village Guard Longling Muhan Miss C. Len Ki Pom ARO Art and Culture Longling and Mr. D. Yingyi Mosa President Longling Down Students Union Popan, Miss S. Shapan, Mr. S. Shapan, Buster Alayong Baptist Adoy, Mongongi Yahan, Mr. B. Ongsham Ang, General Secretary, Yachem Students Union, Kushu Lokhan, Special Song, Jangtungya Students Union, Shaksho Ihan, Sri C. Sham E. Pom, President, Pom Laiwang Bangthai, Sha Ihan, Tintu Shubu Hibak, presentation. Guest artist, Mr. Below Konyak. Closing, Diku Choir. Kapchan Kapai Popan, Mr. M. Yakang, Associate Pastor for Youth, Noxusang Baptist Adoy. So this will be the order of tonight's program. To start with our program, I would like to call upon Mr. S. Shaban, Pastor Alayong Baptist Adoy, to invoke God's presence in our midst.
Let me say a word of prayer. Ngay trên tuổi phúc sa. Ta lang bơ hame che yong shambu ba hame ka lang nengga menyelong bo shupnya bai shambu ba ka lang. Nengga pu bai ungyang ai ta ni nyu bo shambu ba ka lang ha ba gai. Thai san huk ka bu pa nga hai bơ. O shambu ba ka lang sia to bo thai san da sin ni hayo alam mu de ke 67 ba bu Yachem Students Union kam for General Conference ha ba. Thai san walk taxi ngi lam mơ hai vợ e de ngi man ngi lo ba shup nya bai shambu ba ka ha ba jing như lai Yachem jing như lai ma bao ko dong bon shi ja ja ba meo ni shi pang ba meo ni shi he ba wan phan mei ba ngi moi ma nai moi hi man sak anya ga shi phe na thơ lang tu jing như lai nyu ba phe na thơ moi ma long ba tang ba e de ngi man ngi long ba shup nya bai o shambu ba ka gang sia to ba thai san ha ba Kapchan ya tain singa shi nge bu shuk bu ni shi ham bu ma pa ne do kanai banang ge kapcham huk tha shi huk ka bu huk se ya hai sing ge shambu ba nge lam mo bu long bu chong ge tu shambu ba ka gang o sing shambu mo de participants de ha de bu shambu ba ka gang anya shi chung ni ga shi nge sha en ba sinya ke tam de pa ni ba o shambu ba ka gang nge sha bang bo.
His friends, Shri Shami Pom, the president of the Pom Student Conference, and his team colleagues, the Jangdungya Students Union, headed by its president, our guest artist, Sir Pilau Punyak, and his team, our most loved choir, the Diku Choir, the pastor of the Alayong Baptist Atoy, the Associate Pastor for Youth of the Noxusang Baptist Adoy, and our village elders, headed by the council chairman, and all the village elders, both young and old, especially our friends from Longling District and neighboring villages. We truly and with honor welcome you to this extravaganza night of the 67th session, come 4th General Conference of the Yachem Students Union. We hope and pray that through your presence, we will surely have a wonderful fellowship, and we look forward to having a memorable moment. Therefore, we call and urge all of us to celebrate this moment and make this moment a memory for all of us. Inaga, tasambi chinanyuli, haga isu lamtu alinu, todiwe junglai chi, tanoli chi, students chi, unit asamnung, club pungunang di, andolan chila palalanung, tukung alam sokla palalanung, ami aselula, Akasung hiu tamla kapchenga kadaka chen sakla damlogo nagala tengla Yachem Students Union ne so ichilik lining wa cheda tamla imuden isingla panjong panjile la laonga so ta laonga mujungla de tok saka ichuli de tanoli chi especially masini mene singaji yam mujungla handi majene maji tengla kamtang di lile damali matang de ning wa cheda haiga senang ten me shele damali hede matang de dilada ika with to assist the witches we have Ichili Dalok and the Unito brothers along with the volunteers to assist this mammoth gathering. Once again, I wish all the participants and especially our guest artists to lighten up this gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. B. Omsham Ang, General Secretary, YSU, for setting a meaningful tone for this evening's program through your wholesome and warm welcome address.
Up next, Gushu Lokhan, special song, Changdongya Students Union.
Thank Edongane Achanak opportunity Thank you.
Hello, check. Hello, check this. Hello, check this. The song called Half Darling. If you know the words, please join me. Half darling, I'm so sorry. Now I could no longer hold back. Well, since it we met, I should have eyed on my fate. I promises I made with my sweetest lies. Those wishes came my plate. I didn't love you, yes I didn't. Although I've said I've fallen for you, yet it was my false pretenses. Although I've said I've fallen for you, yet it was my false pretenses. Half darling, I'm so sorry. My love wasn't heroic, just in your love. Dreams of you were nightmares. So I dreamed till I forget your name. I know this note will break your heart, but I still don't really care. Inside my chest I've got someone whom I love to the moon and back. Please forgive me. I'm falling apart day by day. It's my time to suggest in you. I know the shadow of the day will blind your blue sky. Yet I can love someone like you. I am sorry, so sorry, my half darling. Thank you.
Thank you, Changdunya Students Union, for lifting up our spirits through your beautiful and exhilarating song and voices.
Now I give time for presentation to the presentation committee.
Hello. Good evening, Yachem. And good evening to all the guests present here tonight. I am delighted to stand here on behalf of the Yachem Students Union to present a token of love and appreciation to our guests and invitees here with us tonight. Firstly, we have with us our guest of honor, Sri L.K. Heno Kemyungan, Assistant Commandant VG Longleng. Sir, we are really honored to have you here in our midst. Thank you for availing your time for us, and as a gesture of appreciation, we would like to present to you a small token, and therefore, may I kindly ask you to come forward, maybe 2 or 3 steps, and receive this token. Secondly, we have with us Mr. S. Chapan, Pastor of Aloyong Baptist Adoy. Sir, nangli day kala students ichine nangli. Chala dan labdi nangli nang chilawang hakali nang chilawang andikali ikalali saras tambe lada malikat lada malina inga kama sosola ning lacheda inenga ikalane balala ka champat kolola makau ay dalang kala disuli nangli tasukat ikalane sosola alamine ikalan champat tasukat way ng bediliw hi chilik lada mali nanga din nang jiman jinan nang masanisum soy sap lada mali asyeda. Thirdly, we have Sri Sham-E Pom, President of Pom Laiwang Pangtay. Sir, we are honored to have you and your team here with us tonight. Thank you for availing your precious time and accepting our request. May I kindly request you to please come to the tree forward again and receive this token of love and gratitude. Next, we have our very own brothers and sisters, the group that have presented us these beautiful melodious songs, Jangdungya Students Union. May I kindly request the President of the Union to kindly come forward and accept this token. Last but not the least, at this moment, may I request our guest artist, the one that we have been waiting for, Belao Konyak, to please stand and accept this small token of love and appreciation from the Yachem Student Union. Sir, we really look forward to witness and enjoy your God-gifted talent. Thank you. Isang nga kada lahap dita kada glino. Hinko.
Siya programming niyo bagay? Siya show ehan. Short speech by Sri C. Sham-E Pom, President, Pom Laiwang Pangtay. Sir, you may please take your time.
amper ke om chungla ini ka winter de bahut sangshi ase hoile bi chui tuita te cholai gina ase aram ba poibe tengai wangtum shushi nyuba usung shampoo ni council chairman my highest degree of respect to our special case Shri L. Hino Kemyungan, Assistant Commandant, Vichi Longleng, Hada Pastor, Associate Pastor, Ngaima Chamipaipa, Collector, Yachem Students Union President, Hada Collector, Shangtungya Students Union, and colleague, Tailu Longleng Chila Labor, Yopai Labor, Paipa Chungshu Nang Lak Maipather, Hada volunteers there, other friends from media. Halay, Pomlayong Pangkai Homai, Amperker, Kalang Pachi, Pampaslam, Hada Advent Christmas, Hada New Year, Amperker Hatanunyava. Shini, Chen Yachem Students Union and my team, preaching the cap, Shai Haba Shashung, Shubia Ashung Shong you. Chen Pomchat Pomliga, Shashung Longbuki Shay Taper, Haba Ningok Penike, Halay Ngai Halay Yongai Eubia, Chen Leadership, Merbuhan Kober, Achi, Halay Moikobo Munjado, Achi Moikobo Munjado, Yade, we have our friends from Changtungya, Alak Manu Aiginase Tuba, Nagamis Kobo, Pom kotha kobo, English kobo, holibi moi China kotha ino kobo, Chinese ino kobo, sob kotha mix kurgina kobo. Itia, when we talk about leadership, Chembung imajam leadership say enchangka, Chenai pom chatka, Cheni gaishu shingka, Cheni mani komshi. There are lots of shortages, say nyung penike. Cheni we have lots of shortages of medical institution. We have shortages of infrastructure. Shoilam to long when I say shortages of everything, I am not just talking about shortages of leadership. Shortages of political munnagai. Nigai church merbu nigai, nigai society ko merbu nigai, nigai NGOs ko merbu mun nigai. Halang mo kam mai shape Jenny haba merbu han kon ko mani han ko Jenny ne tok te ba ha sai ni ke. Halai Chen Pomchat Pomli ko gai shu sing ko Jenny macham Shoilab ko nigai lebu lam ko gai shu chang ko Chen Pomchat ko nichang nishab longun ni ke habaya mekai se insang ko Jenny yopa ni ngan hani ke habaya merbuhan mai benegam benang ko gam nyuhi se tai ni ke halai ni ke hakai enya se chemo nungke e benegai ngai ke benane cheng ngai ke benai nungke benegai halang mo Chen toktai khongkai bo mai mukan actually chimke chelesi thaka gane mukan ekta development IB yate bi moi kiba ekta chakati chabi yati bi moi leadership bi moi hobo munchai pastor bi moi pukibo munchai youth pastor bi moi pukibo munchai PSC president bi moi pukibo munchai itu thakagane itu chelesi thakagane mokan leadership ko to phomchat phomli shesale na tai bi habaki se tai ni ke ngai hanang ko ngai Chen Yachem Students Union ko mon nagai halang mo Chen phomchat phomli ko e bi toktai khongkai patinu Chen Shini 67th session general conference Chen Thai Pia Halai Mui Mantanga Yanan Habaki Jetainike Haba Chen ko Chelesi Harai TV Maka Mongyung Batudu Hagai Chumun Chen Pomchat Pumli Shesha Letainike Macham Haba Chen ko Tokai Kongkai Banyuan Chang ko Chen Shesha Lentangi Mi Pangba Nyungi Ni Gampele Nyungi Chen Shini Uyungku Molo Shonggubu Taya Chen Pomchat Pumli Naka Henme Ngai India Katokka chen layang hanau to students kan alak alak state te sob likha pura kurle chama kuri gina ase hole bi kitia mukhan pusti te aibo ki shikabule ase ki khulle ase mukhan ekchun ke mukhan la youngsters kan ke nishikai education to nijo laga character ba define kurubo iduwa aji students kan mapu mai botho ngai che edok mandak botho shini conference ke lai biya chene haba hubal do young generation kan yachem te bi poigina ase long lane te bi poigina ase tamlo te bi poigina ase iduwa idu 50 ase idu 49 ase tai to opor manu ase tai to niche manu ase tai to idu constituency laga ase tai to idu party laga ase nisabi mukhat so phom manu ase mukhat so naga manu ase iduba abriga cha time te ki shikabule ase ki kurbole ase yate start kuru lage the future is now aji generation start kurle to phom manu bishi manu ase now aji mukhat naga manlo te compete kuri ase sheni chen FNT na kate nike tenya nike hokai hai tanya hapaye cheni pumai han kangan mat ko chen hokai hai batai bi nike hanang ko chen halai usinu ba ning paman pa ma shik halai thai nyu bisang ko shini kiyo nyu du ko no nyu du knowledge bi thakibi education bi thakibo lage itu thaki shokule mukhan phom manu age chabo koigina aji mukhan laga case speaker aigina ase tai pi shi mukhan ke kobule ase tuba moi khata ba kotha koi dia ase aro last day aji mukhan longleng age chabule to yate chama kuri kiman chun chama kuri gina ase itu longleng to age loi jabo phom manu age loi jabo koigina moi laga kotha to yate khatam kuri ase thank you hinko mongmai neba
Thank you, Shri C. Sham-E Pom, President PLP, for your poignant and powerful speech. Proceeding to our next program, we have Sha Ehan, speech by our special guest, Shri L.K. Heno Kimnyuan, Assistant Commandant VG Longleng. Sir, you may please come and take your time.
Respected chairpersons, village councils, chairmen, church leaders, elders, vibrant student leaders, PSC, Yachem Student Union, Changdungya Student Union, special invitees, citizens of Yachem, and my dear dynamic young friends. A very good evening to all present here. First of all, I thank our Almighty God for blessing us this wonderful day, for blessing us this wonderful time, where we are able to gather in this beautiful manner, having a wonderful time, having a great time. All thanks to God. Actually, when I was approached by a colleague, actually a very good friend of mine, and we all know him. He is none other than Mr. Lokshim, Assistant Commandant, Village Guard. When he approached me, I was excited. I was really excited because it's been more than a decade since I last saw a classroom. So sometimes I wish that I can turn back the time and become a student once again. I really miss those days. Sometimes I want to go to class again with my friends, enjoy the time again. Trust me, my friends, going to school days and college days, those are the best days, and we make much better memories during our school days and college days. So sometimes I really miss my high school days, sometimes I really miss my college days. But as we all know it, time once slipped away can never be brought again. We can never bring it back. But when I was approached to be a special guest in this special 67th session Yachem Students Union come 4th General Session, I was excited because I was going to feel myself like a student once again. This is a very big privilege for me, but also I was nervous at the same time, because I know these young generations, they are very smart, very brilliant, very bright. So as I was nervous, as even if I accept, what am I going to share with these smart people? These young generations are smarter than me. So I was questioning myself, what should I go and share? I was nervous. But here I am, my friends, standing before you. Honestly, it is a genuine privilege for me to be invited as a special guest in the 67th session Yachem Student Union come 4th General Conference under the theme Bridge the Gap. And my sincere appreciation to that person or those group who came up with this theme, Bridge the Gap. I feel that it is not just a slogan, but it is a mandate for action, my dear friends. Today, I will stress on this theme, Bridge the Gap. As a student, when we speak or when we say, when we talk about bridging the gaps, we must ask ourselves, what exactly are those divides that separates us from our potentials? We must ask ourselves, we must identify the gaps, and we must bridge it. So, I have prepared few points. I have this diary where I have prepared certain points to make sure that I do not jump around the topics. So to make it very precise and short. Besides, it's a very cold evening, so I'd like to give it very short. So, we must identify the gaps, and this evening, I'd like to stress on 3 critical gaps. The first gap, the gap between aspirations and action. Why? Because many of us as a student, many of us dream of clearing competitive exams, excelling in our careers, and contributing to the society. But my dear friends, too often, there is a large and silent gap between the grand aspiration and daily disciplined hard work required to achieve our dreams. Dreaming is easy, my friends. We all dream. Some dream of becoming an IAS, some will dream of becoming an IBS, some will dream of becoming an engineer. We all dream. But those dreams will never come true until and unless we sacrifice our time. Until and unless we put an effort. So, waking up early, putting in all the long hours of hard work, choosing hard work, smart work over distractions. Now, my friends, that is the first bridge we must cross. And secondly, the gap between education and employability. the gap between education and employability. We invest many years and years in acquiring our degrees. And my friend, when we say we invest years, it's not just about time. To acquire knowledge, it's all about money, sacrifice. You see, our education institution has become very expensive. Our college fees, our school fees, everything has become very expensive. Our parents are making the sacrifice. For sure, our parents would like to have a good meal. For sure, our parents would like to wear good clothes. But no, they sacrifice in our education to educate us so that we get good quality education. So therefore, my friends, we must ask ourselves, are our skills relevant to this current market, to this changing time? We should question ourselves, because our parents are making a lot of sacrifice. We don't go to school just because your friend is going. I don't go to school because my friend is going. We have a dream. Our parents have a dream. So we must ask ourselves that, is my skill good enough? We should be asking ourselves. Therefore, we must acknowledge the gap between theoretical knowledge gained in classroom and practical soft technical skills that is demanded by our industry today. Now, how do we bridge this? How can we bridge this? We must, in order to bridge this, we must enhance our skill. We must have vocational training, digital literacy. You see, my friends, the world is changing. Back in the days, we never know what is a mobile phone. We never know what is a cell phone. Now we have phones, we have internet. Besides, now it's no more a simple computer age, not a traditional computer anymore. Now we are going into a quantum computer. We have AI. Everything is changing. So we must upgrade ourselves. And most importantly, my friends, we must have practical exposure. Even if you learn so many things, if you simply keep it just inside your head, if you do not put it into practical, how are we going to know if my skill, if your skill is good enough? How are you going to achieve? How am I going to achieve? So practical exposure is very important. Without practical, even if you learn, it's more like you harvested. I mean, it's without practical exposure, you may have so many knowledge, but if there is no practical exposure, how are you going to know how good you are? Therefore, my friends, we need, after learning, there should be a practical exposure. That is very important. And thirdly, the gap between young and old. Now, some of you may be wondering, why gap between the young and old? This is perhaps the most vital gap, my friends. Because you see, our elders, they hold the wisdom, history, and cultural integrity, identity of our identity, the identity of Yachem. And whereas on the other hand, my dear young friends, you hold the energy, the innovation, bolder ideas, brighter ideas, better and stronger. So when these two generations, the young and old, if these two generations operates in isolation, we are risking losing both our roots and our momentum. For example, our generation, we are so much into modern things that we have forgotten how to even gear up ourselves with our traditional attires. We have forgotten how to even wave. Mekhala banawole, chotar banawole. We don't know. Folk song guru bole bhi mohan napara hoye ja ase ami khan laga generation. Pauri ja ase. Kile ami khan modern ke khetai ke na ami khan laga identity to ami khan laga culture to na kheta hoye ja ase. It will be as a student. Ami khan laga papa khan brado. Ami khan laga ama khan brado. Kiman pare uri digna ami khan ge achi ami khan yadi as a student pohi ase. Tambra sacrifice kuranai gole to tambra tan laga role kuranai gole to achi ami khan students nohoi gna kheti kuri thaki gna ami khan poi thaki bole laga ase. Tambra to ki kurule ase kuri dise itia ami khan laga cultural identity itu preserve kuri gna modern day chaile bi itu naharai gna rakhibole itia ami khan laga oborde ase itu ami khan laga khang ase itia. Therefore, my friends, in order to bridge this, we must have a respectful dialogue, mentorship, and active cultural preservation. We must listen to our elders, we must listen to their stories, we must listen to their advice, to their teachings. And likewise, we can fuse their wisdom with our modern outlook. And now, as a student, what role should we be playing to bridge those gaps? As a student, what role should we be playing? What role should I play? What role should you play? We often say, students are the future, students are the pillar. But my dear friends, if we do not sacrifice, if we do not work hard, if we do not pay attention, there will be no future. In fact, we will not be the pillar, but we will be a failure. So my dear friends, let's not wait for someone to come and build these bridges. Because you are the engineers and also you are the workforce. Let's start today. Why wait for someone else? So how can you build? How can you start to build today? Bridge the knowledge gap. By this I mean embrace the technology, not just for social networking. These days everybody has a cell phone, everybody has a mobile phone. Everything is just one tap away, one click away. We have the internet. Back in the days there was no internet. In fact, it's an irony, even to access for lyrics. Back in the days, just example. These days everything is online, and likewise, we can use this technology, this mobile phone, we all have it, to access global educational resources, to upgrade our skills, to enhance our skills. Learn something new that will enhance our skills, which is outside of your syllabus. And also bridge the unity gap. Look around you. As I stand here, all I see is young students, dynamic, hungry for knowledge, brilliant, future. All I see is future. Remember, the strength of Yachem's community will always be greater than the sum of its individual's achievement. We have to be united. Drop the differences based on your village, on different villages. Drop the differences based on clans, families. Come together, stand together as one. Because remember, my friends, unity is the strongest foundation for any bridge. I tell you again, unity is the strongest foundation for any bridge. And thirdly, bridge the civic gap. You see, my friends, your education, my education, is a tool to improve ourselves, to improve myself, to improve yourself. Education is a tool. But remember, most importantly, its final purpose, the final purpose of education, priority should be community's upliftment. Let us not be selfish. Share knowledge, exchange knowledge. Some of you may be expert in certain fields, some of you may be expert in that field. Now you bring it. Have a discussion, healthy discussion, exchange knowledge. If I know something and if I only keep it for myself, that is selfish. Be eager for knowledge, to learn more. And likewise, you share your knowledge, you share your thoughts, and let the other fellow, let your colleague share his ideas, share her ideas. We must take the initiative to mentor younger students, organize a social service camp. This is how we can excel, my friends. This is how we can shine together. This is how we can be united as one. Therefore, my friends, before I conclude my speech, I leave you with this challenge, and that is, don't wait for the change to happen to you. Be the change that happens to others. I repeat again, don't wait for the change to happen to you. Be the change that happens to others. Every single one, every single student present here has the potential to become the pillars, to become this community's pillar. Therefore, let this 67th session Yachem Student Union come 4th General Session be a turning point for each one of us, where we stop lamenting about gaps, but start building or start laying the foundations for the bridges. Let us combine the wisdom of our elders with the dynamism of our youth to secure the future, my friends. To secure the future. Word of Yachem's name. Thank you. May the spirit of unity, progress, guide your deliberations. Thank you once again. एकता पौरी जैसे अपनी गम्बरा किमान मोरंग गुरी के ना की दिशे बेसी थैंक्स. Thank you so much, Yachem. मैं वापस एकू दिवले ना इतु करने मैं याते छुटू एकता छारे दिवले मन आसे. মস্তটো নহয়, ডাঙৰো নহয়, কুমটি আছে হলেবি ইটো লগা এমব্লকতে আমি লগা মৰম Yachem লগতে মৰম দ ডাঙৰ আছে দে গৈ কিনে ইটো বি জানাই দিয়া আছে কিলে Yachem দ আমি লগা বস্তি নিচিনা ভাৱনা কৰে, Yachem দ আমি লগা ঘৰ নিচিনা ভাৱনা কৰে আৰু ইনভাইট কৰাৰ কাৰণে আৰু once again thank you so much.